Okay, you can be seated for just a moment. Welcome you here to Vision Church. If I hadn't met you before, I'm Matt Vanderbilt, and it is our pleasure to serve you and have you here at Vision for about an hour this morning. If you're a first-timer, especially me and our first-time team, we would love to meet you. We call us our Blue Room over here, and right after the service, we are in there with even gifts from Papa John's to thank you for coming to visit Vision. So if you're a first-timer or a second-timer, I haven't met you yet, stop by our Blue Room. Our service is about an hour long. And we try to use creative elements to let God communicate to you, or truly He has something He wants to share with you this morning. And in fact, we're super excited because today is our 6-month Sunday as a church. It's been 6 months since we launched in January. We are excited about that. We got our student section over here packing it out, looking all outfitted. Yes. We had a blast. We were down in Lake Waccamaw for 2 days. And each morning I would get up and go walking before the students would rise because they like to sleep in. And that's good. Students, you sleep in. And I go walking down there, and I had my phone. I was listening to the songs from this morning, and honestly, I couldn't wait even for that opener. Say, truly, God, open up those floodgates and show yourself to us. And as we hit this 6-month mark, I want to tell you about a conversation I had last Sunday night. Because last Sunday morning, we were getting ready to leave, and most people had trickled out, and a couple who had been visiting. It was their second Sunday. The husband was out there kind of in the lobby looking in. And I thought it was kind of strange because he wasn't talking to anybody. He was just kind of still soaking it in. And they live in my neighborhood. So I went walking down there that evening with my daughter, and we stopped by to talk to them. And I said, man, what was going on in your mind right then? And he said a four-word question had popped in his head. And I'll tell you that question in just a minute. Before I tell it to you, though, I want you to get a quick glimpse of what we've seen in 6 months. Because take a look at these pictures. First of all, around town, you may see Vision logos on cars all around town. And in fact, we want you to do that. You can stop by our Connection Center and get a free Vision car logo, slap the thing on there, signs around town, logos around town, they're everywhere. Then you come in here with 6 months and you see people dressing up and doing crazy things with our kids, wearing purple and having end of school bashes with water balloons and just having a great fun time with kids. And maybe you're here on Mother's Day, and we had a chocolate fountain that flowed to celebrate the moms and to bless all the girls, and they loved it, and the guys were so jealous. And then on Father's Day, we had some couches in here and some food off the grill and a photo booth where dads got to go and be a little bit crazy, and we celebrated the dads on Father's Day. We had Vision Center in here on the last day of the Get in the Game series where these guys dressed up and truly acted like guys right off of ESPN, talking about what we're learning out of God's Word. And our students, I tell you, over 6 months, they have climbed mountains. They have been to the top of the mountains. They have been slimed with crazy green stuff. And you know what? We even have had special moments with our students that maybe you look at this picture, you think a little bit about Jesus when He taught from the boat and He had His small groups, that He talked about truths in life that really matter. And it brings me back to that question that the guy asked me. He said, how did this happen? He'd been here twice, and he could sense God's presence. He heard energy and conversations and saw things happening and said, Matt, how did this happen? And I simply said, man, God's got His hand on it. God designed this place so that truly we could come to know Christ in a real way and live out His vision for our life. And we just step out of the way and let God work. And that's how this happens. That's how 6 months in, we're bringing in more chairs. That's how 6 months in, you hear kids in there making noise, having fun. And that's how we come in here and we smile and say, God, thank you truly that you are great. We love you so much. So if you would, stand up. Let's keep on singing.